take two. It's about 46 degrees out here today. I've got to drag the kayak about 3/4 of a mile just to get to the water, and then I'm going to be playing around in an area of probably 3/4 of a mile on the water. I do have a set of wheels, so that's going to be okay. I'm good. I think I have a hand warmer that I'm trying to see if I think it's going. Don't know. It's not doing a great job. Anyway, we're going to give it a shot. Okay. Almost worst nightmare situation. 9/10 of a mile walking, pulling the kayak. Absolutely terrible situation. My trolley cart broke, PVC, even though that's 40, schedule 40. Started backing it down there, and bam, it broke. So, not sure, 9/10 of a mile, how I'm really going to get that back. I didn't think that far ahead. There are sticks. That may have to do the trick. That might do the trick. If it doesn't, then that right there beside the bridge, I may just shove that kayak right up there beside that bridge, go the 9/10, get the car, take my most valuables with me, and then drive back and park on the bridge or just on the other side of the bridge and get it. But we're here at the water, so we're going to go ahead and do this, go fishing. I think I'll cut off about an hour early just for this wonderful adventure here to get the kayak back. But oh well, we're gonna get started. Okay, so I put in right there at that bridge, and the wind pushed me down while I was getting everything set up. I'm gonna go up this creek a little ways. As you can see, it's drizzling. There's probably water all over the camera. See what we can catch up here, if there's anything. It's actually 10 foot under this. I was a little surprised at how deep it is. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'll be back. Pretty nice back here. It's pretty deep, the water. It's starting to shallow up a little bit. Looks like I'm going to round this corner here and get back into the wind. I might cast here a couple times, see what happens. There's a ton of beaver marks. I didn't really think we had that much beaver around here. Oh, I think I just got a hit. I have to do that one again. Actually kind of pulled like it might have been a tree snag or something. Oh, that ain't gonna work so well. Probably have to do a rescue here in a second. Yep, got a rescue. So far today is not turning out so well. It's cold. It's no longer drizzling anyway. My wheels broke. There's no fish hitting anything that I've got that I've thrown out there yet. And my camera's acting really weird. It'll freeze up about 35 seconds into the deal and just not work anymore. So this is about 30 seconds, so I'm going to stop here. So I was actually able to, you can see the creek there, come up almost, probably, well, probably 3/10 of a mile from the car in the water. And of course, yes, I'm wet and all that good stuff, but beats dragging it back on gravel and trying to find a stick to stuff down in there. Probably will have to anyway for a little bit. Make multiple trips to the car. But there's the bridge we was at the other day, so we're not too far away. Or I'm not too far away. No bites. Saw some fish. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I may be putting the kayak up for the year. I drug my transducer off getting to this point. And I'm leashing it. But I guess it could have been a worse day so far, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I am out of the woods. Last little bit, had to drag it up that hill. Not very good on the depth perception, but anyway, I'm only like 2 to 3/10 of a mile from the car, and we'll see if that stick right there will hold it. I'll be surprised if I can even get it off of the man, that is a big woodpecker. I'll be surprised if I can even get it off of the side of the road into the gravel. We'll see. It'll be fun. Yay. Alright, so this is interesting enough. Today was not as I expected it to be on this fishing trip. Started out, it was 39, got up to 41 pretty rapidly, so I decided that was the time to go to get everything loaded up and head out. So that's what I did. And I was looking for a closer spot than literally 9/10 of a mile to put the kayak in. And as you guys see, maybe if it's in the video, the wheel on my DIY kayak cart broke at 9/10 of a mile from the car. And so I was already at the water. May as well fish anyway. So I went ahead, got in, went fishing. Did not get a single hit. Saw a few fish. The water was a lot deeper than I expected it to be right there in that creek. It was 9 to 12 foot. And I was trying to go a little shallower than that. I did see some big fish following some bait fish on the fish finder. But I did not get a single hit. I was mostly probably thinking about what am I going to do to get back to the car. And so what I ended up doing was I ended up going up the creek as far as I could go in the kayak, and I ended up dragging off my transducer in the meantime. And I got to the point where I could drag it through the woods on heavy grass and stuff like that for about like 2/10 of a mile, and found a stick on the way to jam down into my DIY cart, and got up on the gravel road, stuck the stick in there, and got back to the car. To about 3/10 of a mile back to the car at that point, and not a single problem. It stuck in there. So here we are. I am loaded up and I'm headed home. I don't know if any of this material will end up on YouTube or not. It was a very interesting day. Drizzle, gray, the wind was blowing harder than I was expecting, so on and so forth. But anyway, still pretty good. No Crystal today, and I know that we're gonna have to get her back on here for sure. Sorry about the steering wheel in the way. It's the only place I could put my phone, because my GoPro, yeah, don't know what's wrong with it. It freezes up, stops, sticks, and just does not go. So I don't know what's wrong with it. We'll see. Talk to y'all later.